Hey guys, welcome to day number 2 of your free training. Today's lesson number 2, and today I'm going to go over some of the secrets to turning every single dollar you put into a book, making that return back to you 5, 7, 8, 10, 15, $20 in return on investment. So this is where the magic happens, all right? So let's get right into today's lesson. Yesterday, in lesson number 1, I talked about finding the right keywords or the right areas or where you might look to publish nonfiction books. Uh, I give you in the course a lot of the keywords where I publish that are profitable, but I can tell you this from personal experience from publishing over 100 books that today I publish pretty much without doing a lot of research because of the secret that I'm about to show you here. Um, Keep in mind, books are such a huge market. It's an international market. So when people in the industry try to say that you have to publish in these particular keywords, it's not necessarily true. It all depends on how fast you want your money to come back and how profitable you want your books to be. And you might be saying to yourself, of course, you want your books to be super, super profitable. But when you start having a lot of books, you get tired of publishing the same ones and you start to build out a portfolio and learn about new areas. I'll give you an example. I've been publishing now in greenhouse gardening. I don't, garden or anything like that. I publish books on alcohol recovery. I've published books on dog training. I mean, you just start to branch out. Some of those books might take longer for you to triple your money, quadruple your money, but the money does come back. So let me get into lesson number 2, and then we'll send you to lesson 3 for tomorrow. All right. So in today's lesson, this is what I show you. We have a book written like we talked about yesterday, and remember the price range in the 300s and the $400 range for a 15,000 word count book. And if you want to go in the 30,000 word count, we're talking about $500, $600 book investment. So we take one book, and I'm showing you here, and that's your product, right? You're not an affiliate marketer. You're not producing a course like I have or a product that you're selling into the marketplace. The book is your product. And the beautiful thing about this business is that unlike affiliate marketing, that you have to worry about traffic all the time or creating your own product like a course, a digital course, that you have to worry about all these things, the product, the affiliate marketing. So with the book, we have everything outsourced, right? We have this thing created for us. We're not even creating it ourselves. We have it created for us, like I showed you yesterday, by ghostwriters. We have the covers designed. We upload the book, and now we do a little bit of marketing, but it's hands off. And you're going to see this today. So our product is the book, right? The book entails an ebook, that's one product. It entails a print book, which is print on demand. We only have the book printed when someone orders the book. It's called print on demand. We also have the book produced into an audible book. So now it's like one book becomes 3 separate products. There are people who just want to download the books onto their phones, onto their iPads. There are people that will only want a print version of the book. So that's a second product. And there's people who just want to listen to the book. That's a third product, meaning that one book becomes 3 different products in the marketplace, targeting uh, people's preferences as though it was 3 different products. In addition to that, we have the books translated into different languages, into Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, um, and the list goes on. And I'm going to show you that all today. So with one book, you're now seeing that this becomes a product that could sell in different platforms, in different languages, in different aspects. Um, in addition to that, the books go for sale in physical stores like Barnes and Nobles and Walmart. The books go internationally, not only here in the US, but throughout the world in all of these forms that I've just discussed, uh, the versions of them. And then lastly, and it's not part of this course, it's not part of this training, once you get deep into this, then you could start putting links in your books that you start collecting emails and you build email lists, and then you start building these lists and selling to these people products related to the books that you had written. So imagine going back to thinking about keto diet, you start building a list of people in health, and then you start selling affiliate products from ClickBank or JVZoo, and you start making additional money. So your initial investment of $400, $600 eventually becomes a trickle of thousands and thousands of dollars when you implement all of these phases. I'm not going to include affiliate marketing. It's not part of this course. You don't need it. But once you start making a lot of money and you don't want to continue to publish as many books, you add this segment into your business of affiliate marketing, and uh, it's like what I have today, that I don't publish as many books anymore because I'm okay with the level of income that I have on a monthly basis without having to what it took to get there to publish a lot of books. All right, so I'm going to go over this and I'm going to show you all this today, and you can implement all of this that I'm showing you. Most of this is free. Um, the platforms that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you step by step today, so you could walk away with lesson 2 and implement what you learned yesterday, and you can execute on this part of the business, which is actually putting your book out for sale in all of these platforms. So one book has all of these areas where it could generate revenue for you, and you get your money back, and then you start having passive income for this book because it's going to be out there forever practically. Okay, so let me show you. Let's get in right into it here. And all right, let's see where we're going to start. Okay, so we talked about the book being print, right? We're going to talk about number 1, print. So when you publish a book, you get your written book back, you format it into an ebook, and you format it into a print version. So you're going to upload your book, and that's what I'm going to show you now. It's very simple. You're going to upload your book. Okay, so this is my back office for Amazon.com, KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. This is where we initially start uploading our books for the Amazon platforms. Remember, Amazon is in the US, it's in the UK, Canada, Australia, and then a host. It's international. So this is a very, very simple process for you to do. Today, I don't upload books. I have my assistant upload the books, but anyone can do this. And I've certainly uploaded a lot of books in my time when I used to do this. But I'm just going to quickly show you. It's not a big deal. If you look at these 2 areas here, create a new title. You start off with your Kindle book and then your paperback. Once you do the Kindle version, it automatically duplicates for your paperback. So look how simple this is. You place your title, you type in your subtitle, you type in the author name, you copy and paste your description from the book. This all comes from the writer. You click on I own the rights. You put in a couple of keywords related to the book in here. You select 2 categories, and I'm ready to release my book. It goes into another 2 pages where you actually physically upload the Word doc, the formatted EPUB, and the cover that you had designed that I showed you yesterday. Let me see if it lets me go to the next page. It doesn't. Let me type in some. Okay, so I quickly just typed in so you could get to see this. This is not a big deal. Book title test, subtitle test. It could be Keto Diet for Beginners. Subtitle 100 recipes for 2020. Author test, last name test. Copied and pasted description. I own the copyright and I hold the necessary publishing rights. This is what you purchase from the ghostwriter. You type in keywords, let's say diet, dieting, keto. These will all be keywords that you would type in here. You select 2 categories. For example, this was a cookbook. I would go here, select cooking and general. You could get more specific. And then I am ready to release my book. Let's see if it accepts this. and you go to page 2. There's only 3 pages, but this is very, very simple. You could find tons of stuff on YouTube on how to do this. But here we go. This is where you would upload your ebook. You have that saved after you format it. And this is where you would upload. You click on here and you would upload your cover. And you don't need to do any of this here. You go to the next page. And it's not going to let me because I haven't. Okay, but you would go to the next page, and that's where you select the price of the book. You click a couple of buttons. You will find all this information on YouTube. This is just the mechanics of uploading your book, and the print is exactly the same thing, and it carries over to the print version. The process for your ebook to go live, it takes about 24 hours, and your ebook is live. It simply takes that long. Your print sometimes takes a little bit longer, maybe 30 hours or so, but it's relatively fast process. They approve it and your book is live and you'll find it on Amazon. So that is the process of taking your book into the Amazon family of networks. Now, that's just one place, although Amazon, KDP, your book is going to sell internationally through the Amazon network. This is the one place where you upload this, and now this goes all over the world, right? Now, another place that we upload books is this platform called Ingram Spark. This is another distribution channel where your books go throughout the world. So let me log in there and show you quickly. I'm going to log in and show you. This is another place where you would upload your book. For this platform, there is a fee to uploading the books. It's $49. That's the only fee. There's no marketing. There's no advertising. You just upload it. Look at here, in the last 30 days, I've sold 253 copies of this book, 28, 20, 14, and such examples within the last 30 days on this platform. Let's see what I've sold. Let's do a report, print sales, to show you some type of proof. We're in October now. Let's see last month. Let's look at last month, September 1st to September 31st, September 30th, I'm sorry. And again, this is an international platform, so you're going to see the US, the UK, and Australia, and their currencies. And there's just one more US Global Connect Express here, but I'm just going to show you the US market. It's the biggest market, what I sold last month on this platform. So I sold over 466. This is all print. I'm not talking about ebooks, print books. And I did 3,400. All right. These are printing fees because this is print on demand, and I netted at $2,240 on that platform. All right. So we're still talking about, we started off with a book, and this print book is now selling on Amazon and on all of Amazon's network. It's also now selling on Ingram Spark that goes through all its distribution channels. All right. And the ebook, the same thing happens on Amazon, but not on Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark is just a print version. That's what we do. We don't upload our ebook because we have exclusive rights with Amazon, but not for the print. So now let's go through our third revenue source for your book. And that's going to be audible.com, also owned by Amazon. So when we go to the ACX platform, this is the audible.com back office for audible.com. It's called ACX. So you can see here's my name. I've sold over 100,000 books on this platform. I run several publishing businesses. On this platform alone, it's close to $500,000 in Audible sales that you're looking at here, 106,000, over 106,000. So this is where you would upload your book, and audible.com is a very, very powerful platform, and we sell a lot of nonfiction books like in self-development, self-discipline, even diet books, even cookbooks sell on this platform. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, guys, so I'm in the back office of ACX. I'm having trouble getting into the normal route to show you better analytics. This website is horrendous. It gets stuck so many times. I don't know, and this has been going on forever. I don't understand it, but I'll show you this version. So this is my back office. I'll go back to last month. last month. Sold, as you could see, for the month over 4,000 audiobooks, right? Uh, that's about $16,000 right there. If I click on month to date, I'm already at 2,694, one bounty. That's about $75 for each bounty. But the point is here that this is another revenue stream. And once we have the books produced into Audible form, there's no advertising. There's nothing. On Audible.com monthly, there's about it gets to about 24 million to 26 million hits per month. So there's tons of traffic. There's no need to advertise. This is pure passive income. So to give you an idea, when I have a book produced, let's say a 15,000 word book, the one that we talked about in the $300 range, it costs only about $80 to have this produced for us to own the rights to the audiobook forever. A 30,000 word book is about 150, 160, and then we own the rights forever. But as you can see, this is highly profitable, extremely hands off. Once this is produced, they take care of practically selling this book for you. So it's another revenue stream and a very profitable one to get your investment back on your book. All right, so that's number 3. Number 4, the fourth reason or the fourth way that you get your money back, your ROI off of one book, and that's translation. So let me show you here on this website. This is BabelCube. So this is the platform that we use. We started using this early this year, and you upload your book just like in KDP, almost the same type of process, and then you have translators from around the world who will send you an email. As you can see, I have over 100 emails right now where they ask if they could translate your book in different languages. If you look at my screen, look at these Spanish, Portuguese, and there's tons of other languages that I've had books translated into. So they will approach you and they will want to translate your book, and then they will share in the royalty of the sales in those languages. So you don't have to pay them. This is another revenue source. You don't have to pay them, and you get your books translated. All you have to do is create a new cover, the same cover, just in the actual language that it's translated. Maybe $10 or $15 to do that. Other than that, this is another revenue source, because now, even though your books were on Amazon and all over the world in English, now you have your books translated specifically in these languages, and that's like a new product, right? So this is just another way that we have been able to get our money back, or turn 400 into thousands of dollars for every book in its lifetime. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so we talked about the print books, and that's all I'm really interested in. I really don't care about ebook sales, although we do make money on ebook sales. We do get money on pages read through Amazon's subscription service. For nonfiction, all we really care about are print sales, print books, and Audible book sales, even when they're translated. So besides that, our print books go into physical stores through Ingram Spark, through Amazon's distribution channels like Barnes and Nobles and Walmart. When you start typing in, you'll find your books through these channels. I mean, I even find my books on eBay, people reselling the books that they've purchased from me on eBay. We talked about them going international. And then lastly, which is not the scope of this, once you learn the business fully, then you could just, if you loved dieting, if you loved self-discipline, if you loved a specific niche that you were really passionate about, you could create links within your books to lead people onto a website, build an email, and then that email turns into a trickle of money, just like the books. But now you get to start selling higher priced items through that. All right, so I don't want to give you too much more on this lesson, day 2, but just to recap, I showed you that you find an area of interest, You have the book written at a good price. You have the cover designed, and this is where all the locations where you're going to get your money back. It's just not one. You don't need to pray that your book becomes a bestseller. You don't need to pray that your book lands on page 1 of Amazon, on page 2 of Amazon, because your books, your book is in so many places throughout the world. There are so many chances for it to sell. We're just talking about that the book has to sell enough, number one, to get your $400, your $600 back, right? That's the first phase of this, getting your money back. And then after that, everything after that is a profit, is return on an investment. So the business model, when I first started doing this, the business model was try to rank your book, for your book to land on the first 3 pages of Amazon when somebody search, let's say for a keto diet for beginners, for you to land on those 3 pages because the traffic is so high in those first 3 pages that your book is going to sell. I have turned this business that because of all these distribution channels, that your books are going to sell. Okay, because your books are in the top places in the world. This is where the traffic for all the books are. All of these places that we're putting them on, they will sell. Some are going to just take off. They're going to just take off without you having to do anything, because people are going to resonate with the cover. People might resonate with something that you chose, that the competition might not be there. There's a lot of variables, but some books are just going to sell a lot better. Some books don't sell that well at the beginning, and then month number 6 they just take off, right? Remember, Amazon, Ingram Spark, all these people are also make money when they sell your books. So I have books come on, and then some books just sell. For example, during this time where we've had this uh, COVID situation, I've have a lot of books on trading and finance. All of my books from 2 or 3 years ago on finance are now selling a lot. They just came back up to life. They were just trickling money every month, but now it's just like if it was a brand new book. So some things are cyclical, some things come back, some things take off on their own. So my model is just publish in the areas that you know there's traffic, that you know that there's number ones, number twos, people that are interested in all these topics, and there's just hundreds of topics and niches, right? And the books are going to sell. So for that's going to be it for today's lesson, showing you where your books are going to sell. Right? It's not difficult. You're going to outsource all of these things from day one, and then once you get that back, you're going to upload it to these platforms, and then let it go from there. I will teach you tomorrow. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now before we go. This is really quick. I'm going to show you one last step to make sure that you get traffic, or that you put your book in front of other books in your niche. So I'm going to show you Amazon's. This is the only advertising platform that I use. You don't need to develop a website. This is the only traffic source that I use. So this is Amazon's, what they call AMS, their advertising platform. So if I could bring your attention to here. So my average cost per click is 23 cents, and that's not bad. You know, you're selling a $14 book, a $24 book, a $30 book. I have books for $40. Strategies that I use in my course where we bundle them. So as you can see here, cost per click $23, over 6,000 sales. My cost of 27,000, sales of close to 100,000. All right. Um, so I teach this in the course. This is very simple. You could make this more difficult than it is, but it's just placing an ad for the book that is already there. Nothing. You don't have to do ad copy if you don't want to. You could just have automatic ads that Amazon itself will decide where to place your book and do it for you. But this is the only advertising that we do, and we only advertise for print books. There's no Audible. I don't advertise a $2.99 ebook. This is just for the print. So here's a good example of some of the ads I run only in the US, right? You could place these ads in the UK, in Canada, Australia, and France. So this is just one platform, and here is proof of spending 27,000, sales of 91,000, over 6,000 orders, cost per click. You're not spending $2 or $3 to per click, just a couple of cents, a couple of 20 cents on the dollar to be selling a 14, 20 something dollar book. All of this is not super accurate because this doesn't capture. You really have to see your overall sales with the cost. This is usually delayed. This is usually doesn't capture everything. So my sales are a lot better than what the spend is. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. I've showed you the different ways I produce revenue for a single book. And this is what you can do. These are all the strategies you could implement when you publish to assure that you're going to make triple, quadruple your money. So if you invest 400, you want to get 2,000, 3,000, and more, because there are some books that are just going to sell really, really well. And then what you do is, once you figure out an area where you're good at it, where you have developed the niche that you like, the covers that you like, because you personally resonate with the picture, with the emotion that they're drawing in people when they see that book and the title, you continue to publish. So going back to keto diet, I used to publish 2 or 3 keto diet books per month, and I continued to publish, not as much, in the books that I know make money, and you will do the same thing. So publishing is a business that you have to continue to publish, right? You just don't try to publish one book. You continue to publish, expand your portfolio. So there's always sales happening. There's books taking off, and all these things are happening for you. All right, guys, this is going to be, we're 26 minutes in. This is going to be the lesson for day number 2. I will see you tomorrow with the third and final lesson. And you could take these strategies. Maybe you're publishing right now, and maybe you're publishing right now, or you've written a book and you just don't know how to go about creating this traffic for yourself or where to place the book so you have sales coming in. Maybe you're thinking about writing a book and you don't know how to go about it. This process teaches you how to do this, but remember, this business model is for you to publish many different books in high traffic areas in nonfiction. If you want more information, if you want more detail, if you want additional strategies, these are the basic strategies. You will definitely make money with the strategies. I started off with a lot less than this, and I've been able to master this process. So if you're interested in learning a lot more in the strategies that I use, then I will put a link below towards my course or whatnot. But I will see you in day 3. I hope you got some value. That's my goal here, to give you value so you could go out and implement these things, or start your publishing business and create passive income like I've been able to do. All right, I'll see you in tomorrow's lesson.